Eres solamente un conserje de mantenimiento básico sin absolutamente ninguna educación universitaria formal prestigiosa que gana $32.000 miserables patéticos anuales, realizando trabajos meniales degradantes humillantes como limpiando sistemáticamente baños públicos sucios malolientes llenos de bacterias, trapeando meticulosamente pisos grasientos manchados con mugre acumulada durante décadas, vaciando religiosamente basureros desbordantes repugnantes, llenos de desperdicios asquerosos putrefactos, y reparando desesperadamente equipos mecánicos básicos rotos obsoletos inservibles en edificio escolar deteriorado abandonado que refleja perfectamente tu estatus social inferior. No tienes absolutamente ningún entrenamiento profesional certificado reconocido en gestión sofisticada de crisis institucionales complejas, procedimientos intrincados de emergencia multifacéticos coordinados, coordinación estratégica de evacuación masiva organizada, protocolos avanzados de seguridad estudiantil, establecidos científicamente por expertos reconocidos internacionalmente, ni experiencia administrativa valiosa, liderando equipos profesionales multidisciplinarios durante situaciones críticas extraordinarias que requieren toma inmediata de decisiones ejecutivas calculadas precisamente bajo presión psicológica extrema, que solamente personas con educación superior universitaria pueden manejar competentemente con éxito. No tienes derecho moral, legítimo ni autoridad institucional legal para atreverte a cuestionar audazmente decisiones administrativas, cuidadosamente consideradas, evaluadas, tomadas por personal altamente certificado, calificado con títulos avanzados de maestría en administración educativa de universidades prestigiosas, acreditadas nacionalmente reconocidas y décadas acumuladas de experiencia práctica, supervisando exitosamente operaciones escolares extraordinariamente complejas sofisticadas, que requieren sofisticadas knowledge speciality, que obviamente absolutamente no posees demuestras. Bien, regresa inmediatamente ahora mismo sin delay adicional innecesario a tu cuarto sucio asqueroso de mantenimiento, donde genuinamente perteneces apropiadamente según tu nivel educativo limitado inferior y posición jerárquica, apropiada establecida, y deja completamente de interferir irresponsablemente peligrosamente con protocolos establecidos de emergencia desarrollados científicamente por profesionales verdaderamente calificados con credenciales verificables documentadas. La voz naturalmente aguda, inherentemente condescendiente, deliberadamente humillante, diseñada específicamente para establecer superioridad social indiscutible absoluta y demoler sistemáticamente autoestima personal de la directora principal Margaret Elizabeth Thornfield, retumbó dramática teatralmente por absolutamente todo el pasillo principal elegante ornamentado del ultramoderno arquitectónicamente impresionante Lincoln High School, ubicado estratégicamente en suburbio extraordinariamente próspero exclusivo de Westfield, Connecticut, área residencial donde precio promedio de casas excedía consistentemente $1.000.000, universalmente reconocida como una de las escuelas secundarias públicas más prestigiosas académicamente exitosas de todo el estado completo de Connecticut, con clasificación consistente entre top 5 escuelas públicas de Connecticut, según riguras rankings anuales comprehensivos de US News and World Report basados en múltiple criteria incluyendo Standardized Test Scores, Graduation Rates, College Acceptance Rates, Advanced Placement Participation, Teacher Qualifications, Per Pupil Spending, Student-Teacher Ratios, Extracurricular Opportunities, escuela sirviendo orgullosamente población estudiantil extraordinariamente affluent, privileged, de exactamente 1.800 estudiantes, cuidadosamente seleccionados desde grados 9 hasta 12º, provenientes de familias con ingresos promedio excediendo 200.000 anuales, asombroso 95% de graduados, continuando exitosamente a universidades prestigiosas de 4 años, incluyendo impresionante 30%, siendo aceptados competitivamente a instituciones elite Ivy League y colleges altamente selectivos como Harvard University, Yale University, Princeton University, Stanford University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Columbia University, University of Pennsylvania, Brown University, Dartmouth College, Cornell University, requiriendo perfect academic records, exceptional standardized test scores, extensive extracurricular activities, compelling personalities, presupuesto operativo anual massive de $25 millones financiado inteligentemente mediante sophisticated combinación de impuestos locales substanciales de propiedades residenciales valoradas promedio en $600.000, reflejando extraordinary wealth de community, fondos estatales generosos de Connecticut State Government y donaciones extraordinariamente generosas de padres extremely wealthy, muchos trabajando en lucrative industrias financieras de New York City Wall Street, incluyendo investment banking, private equity, hedge funds, commercial real estate, viviendo en mansiones arquitectural masterpieces, multimillonarias valoradas entre 2 y 10 millones, pero strategically enviando hijos a escuela pública local de calidad superior excepcional para avoid expensive private school tuition costando 50 a 70 mil anuales mientras maintaining prestigious social status community standing. El campus físico absolutamente impresionante sprawling de 40 acres meticulously landscaped por professional landscape architects, incluyendo edificio principal architecturally stunning de 3 pisos construido recently en 2018 con massive investment de $60 millones, incorporating cutting-edge educational technology, incluyendo sistemas SHABEXAC avanzados energy efficient con zonas climatizadas individuales, laboratorios científicos state-of-the-art equipados con equipment más advanced que many universities incluyendo spectrophotometers, centrifuges, microscopes digitales, chemistry hoods, biological safety cabinets, centro multimedia digital con technology comparable a professional broadcast studios, incluyendo editing suites, recording studios, video production equipment, photography labs, auditorio elegante 500 asientos con acoustics perfect para musical performance sitio bramantes y dramatic presentations, gimnasio doble spacious con equipamiento profesional regulation, para multiple sports incluyendo basketball courts, volleyball courts, wrestling mates, weight training facility, fitness center, pista atletismo regulation de 8 lanes meeting NCAA standards, campos deportivos múltiples perfectly maintained para fútbol americano con artificial turf, soccer fields con irrigation systems, lacrosse fields, baseball diamonds con professional dugouts, softball fields, tennis courts professional grade con night lighting, piscina olímpica cubierta heated year-round, con diving boards, starting blocks, timing systems, todo meticulously diseñado por architectural firms, renowned nationally, para proporcionar experiencia educativa, absolutely comprehensive, world-class preparando students, thoroughly, para guaranteed admission a colleges top tier, mediante rigorous academic preparation, unmatched, en public education. La biblioteca escolar contenía más de 50.000 volúmenes incluyendo rare-books, digital databases, computer labs con más de 200 workstations, makerspaces equipados con 3D printers, laser cutters, robotics equipment. Departamento de artes incluía múltiples estudios para painting, sculpture, ceramics, photography, digital design. Programa musical incluía banda sinfónica, orquesta completa, múltiple choirs, jazz ensemble con instrumentos profesionales. Departamento de teatro tenía costume shop, cine shop, lighting booth profesional. Cafetería servía comidas prepare por chef profesional usando ingredientes orgánicos locally sourced. Parking lot acomodaba 1000 vehículos incluyendo charging stations para electric vehicles. Security system incluía hundreds de cámaras, access control systems, emergency notification systems. Su expresión facial natural instintiva de irritación profunda genuine mezclada, íntimamente con arrogancia. Administrativa absoluta developed mediante years de wielding un challenged authority, mientras miraba con obvio desprecio barely concealed malicioso directamente hacia hombre de estatura promedio ordinario de approximately 1,75 centímetros vestido modestly, en uniforme azul marino institutional standard de custodial services, con insignia corporativa bordada professionally, Westfield Schools Maintenance Department, en pecho izquierdo más rectangular patch identificativo claramente, displaying, Miguel Santos custodial supervisor, employee ID mulfight C en bolsillo derecho, parado respetuosamente humble pero maintaining dignidad personal inquebrantable unshakable, a exactamente 2 metros de measure distance, sosteniendo emergency radio walkie-talkie, Motorola APX series de grado comercial en manos trabajadoras heavily calloused, mostrando evidence de decades de demanding physical labor manual, incluyendo cuts, scars, colosses, desde years de handling tools, cleaning supplies, maintenance equipment, mientras intentaba desperately reportar urgente situación de emergencia crítica, life-threatening que había detected mediante careful monitoring de sophisticated sistemas de seguridad de edificio durante routine nocturna, después de completing normal custodial duties incluyendo cleaning classrooms, restrooms, hallways, emptying trash, maintaining equipment, checking building security, hizo que aproximadamente 20 miembros de staff administrativo y faculty professional presentes coincidentally, en pasillo incluyendo viceprincipal asociado Dr. Robert Chen, con doctorate en Educational Leadership, coordinador de seguridad escolar certificado James Wilson, con background en Law Enforcement, 3 department heads con tenure, incluyendo Mathematics Chair, Dr. Sarah Johnson, English Chair Professor Michael Davis, Science Chair Dr. Lisa Rodríguez, Experienced Counselors académicos, Mrs. Patricia Williams y Mr. David Thompson, enfermera escolar Registered Nancy Martínez con bachelors en Nursing, secretarias administrativas Senior Mrs. Carol Anderson y Mrs. Jennifer Taylor intercambiaran miradas profundamente incómodas o uncomfortable entre vosotras mediante subtle eye contact y facial expressions communicating spoken disapproval, reconociendo obvious crueldad innecesaria del inappropriate treatment público, pero absolutely ninguno. atreviéndose a intervenir vocalmente directly para defender vulnerable employee, siendo publicly attacked porque Margaret Thornfield había been established como directora principal, un challenge durante 8 años completos con solid track record documentado de consistent academic improvement mesurable a través de standardized test scores increasing, graduation rates improving, college acceptance rates rising, teacher retention improving, parent satisfaction surveys positive, sterling reputation regional, widely recognized por effective administration, innovative programs, strategic relationships carefully cultivated con influential school board members, incluyendo Chairman William Patterson, CEO de investment firm, Dr. Elizabeth Morrison, retired superintendent, businessman Robert Chen, owner de multiple companies, y extremely wealthy parents de affluent community, incluyendo doctors, lawyers, investment bankers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, making her professionally, politically untouchable, invulnerable despite difficult personality, widely known privately, entre staff como demanding perfectionist micromanager, con severely limited tolerance para input constructivo, desde employees considerados socially beneath her elevated administrative level. Margaret Elizabeth Thornfield, de exactamente 46 años de edad chronological, nacida, privileged en familia established upper middle class de highly educated professionals, en prestigious suburb exclusivo de Brookline, Massachusetts, cerca de Boston, donde successful padre Dr. Jonathan Thornfield había worked distinguished como senior partner founding member en prominent law firm Corporate Thornfield, Morrison and Associates specializing in mergers, acquisitions, corporate litigation, securities law, ganando consistently $500,000 annually, enabling luxurious lifestyle for family, y devoted madre Dr. Patricia Thornfield ne Hamilton, había been physician specialist practicing internal medicine, con subspecialty in cardiology, en Massachusetts General Hospital, ganando additional $300,000 annually, providing family combined annual income de $800,000 annually, placing them solidly among top 5% economically. En Massachusetts, había received extraordinarily privileged education, desde early childhood beginning, con exclusive private elementary school, Windsor School, costando $15,000 annually, prestigious private secondary school Phillips Exeter Academy, costando $40,000 annually, culminating en prestigious bachelor's degree magna cum laude, desde Elite Wellesley College, conocida nationally para producing female leaders in politics, business education, donde había studied English literature, con menor en educational psychology, seguido immediately por rigorous master's degree en educational administration, desde legendary Harvard Graduate School of Education, donde había studied con distinguished professors including Dr. Richard Elmore, expert in organizational change, Dr. Susan Moore Johnson, expert in teacher policy, graduated magna cum laude con thesis focusing in administrative leadership challenges in affluent suburban districts, titled Managing Excellence, Leadership Strategies for High-Performing Schools in Wealthy Communities. Había comenzado professional career ambitious como dedicated high school English teacher en competitive private preparatory school Choate, Rosemary Hall en Connecticut, ganando modest starting salary de $50,000 annually, initially pero demonstrating exceptional administrative potential leadership qualities through organizing successful fundraising events, implementing innovative curriculum changes, mentoring new teachers, serving in multiple committees. Había progressed strategically rapidly mediante series de increasingly responsible administrative positions incluyendo assistant principal role en prestigious Greenwich High School, donde había proven capabilities, managing complex operations, budget oversight, curriculum development, teacher evaluation, parent relations. Había served como interim principal durante 6 months, cuando principal took medical leave. Había been actively recruited specifically a Lincoln High como principal hace exactly 8 años mediante competitive national search process involving phone interviews, campus visits, presentations a school board, con impressive starting salary de $120,000 annually, now substantially increased through merit raises, performance bonuses, a current $150,000 plus comprehensive benefits package, including health insurance premium payments, dental coverage, vision care, retirement contributions matching, professional development allowances para conferences, subscriptions, continuing education. Vivía comfortably con husband TQ involving Safsto, Dr. Santic Scoger Forstat Siet Subfielbly as Bowen Hardy, Kiel Vila Pull the Scoger Forstat Siet Subfielbly, Kipri the Chedsta Ledzel Taral Thelfila Pretita Chamba Tilgen. James Thornfield, cardiologist in beautiful colonial mansion, traditional Georgian style de 4,000 square feet, and most exclusive neighborhood de Westfield llamado The Estates, donde minimum lot size era 2 acres y homes average $2 million, valorada currently in $1,200,000, purchased 5 años ago, con substantial mortgage qualified easily, debido a excellent credit history, combined income, house featuring 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, powder rooms, formal living room, formal dining room, family room con fireplace, gourmet kitchen con granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, library office, mudroom, laundry room, 3-car garage, professionally landscaped grounds con swimming pool, tennis court, gazebo, elaborate gardens maintained por landscaping service, conducía daily BMW X5 luxury SUV negro pristine de $70,000,
reflecting professional status plus benevolencia para weekend uso. Strategically enviaba sus propios dos adolescentes hijos, Christopher age 16 y Alexandra age 14, a elite private preparatory schools, exclusive costando approximately $50,000 annually cada uno, ensuring superior education, preparing them para guaranteed admission, a Ivy League universities donde family connections, alumni status would provide additional advantages, vestía exclusively sophisticated professional attire de renowned brands, Ann Taylor suits, Talbot's blazers, Brooks Brothers shirts, Ferragamo shoes, totaling approximately $20,000 annually and comprehensive wardrobe, maintaining impeccable appearance, appropriate para leadership position, requiring daily interactions con wealthy influential parents, vacacionaba regularly in exclusive destinations, Martha's Vineyard durante luxurious summers, renting houses costando $10,000 weekly, prestigious Aspen, Colorado, durante elaborate winter breaks, staying in condos costando $15,000 weekly, occasionally international trips a Europe staying in five-star hotels. Había carefully cultivated polished image, the sophisticated educational leader, actively attending national conferences including National Association of Secondary School Principals, Annual Conference, Association for Supervision, and Curriculum Development Conference, regularly presenting workshops on administrative leadership, serving prominently in state education committees, including Connecticut Association of Schools Accreditation Teams, Connecticut Association of Secondary School Principals Board member, publishing thoughtful articles in respected administrative journals, including Educational Leadership, Principal Leadership Magazine, networking strategically con other successful principals y influential superintendents throughout New England region, building professional relationships que could advance career hacia superintendent position eventually, pero era conocida privately whispered entre staff como demanding micromanager perfectionist, con troubling tendency a treat support personnel dismissively, condescendingly, especialmente custodial workers, cafeteria staff, y clerical employees, a quienes consideraba unfortunately easily replaceable, unskilled labor, rather than valued team members contributing meaningfully. A thriving school community había received multiple informal complaints desde teachers regarding her management style, pero no formal grievances had been filed due a fear de retaliation affecting job security. Y Miguel Santos, old extraordinarily dedicated supervisor de custodial services, de 54 años de edad, que Margaret había deliberately humillado públicamente cruelmente frente a gathered colleagues professional, standing dignified courageously in su practical work uniform, obviously manchado con clear evidence de honest physical labor, incluyendo grease stains desde maintaining boilers, paint splatters desde touching up walls, cleaning solution marks desde sanitizing facilities, sosteniendo emergency radio communication device con visibly determination etched in deeply weathered face, reflecting years de challenges overcome, possessed absolutely extraordinary background, que literally nadie ninguna single persona in entire Lincoln High School administration faculty staff sabía understood appreciated, había been decorated Master Sergeant in United States Army durante full 20 años de distinguished military service, incluyendo múltiples dangerous combat deployments, a hostile war zones in Iraq durante Operation Iraqi Freedom y Afghanistan durante Operation Enduring Freedom, donde había served heroically como highly specialized expert in explosive ordnance disposal EOD responsible para locating, identifying, disarming, disposing improvised explosive devices EODs que were killing American soldiers daily, había received extensive professional training in emergency response coordination, sophisticated crisis management, complex evacuation procedures involving hundreds of people, coordinating intricate military operations bajo extreme pressure cuando levels were at immediate stake, había earned prestigious Bronze Star Medal con Ovid device para exceptional valor plus multiple other military commendations including Army Commendation Medal, Combat Action Badge, Iraqi Campaign Medal, Afghanistan Campaign Medal, NATO Medal for repeatedly performing heroic actions saving countless military personnel y innocent civilian lives durante numerous emergencies, había successfully completed associate degree in emergency management mediante challenging military education programs while serving active duty maintaining full operational responsibilities, había worked productively 5 años después de honorable military discharge como professional emergency coordinator para a large St. Mary's Hospital system in Hartford, serving 500,000 people responsible para developing disaster preparedness plans, coordinating emergency drills, managing crisis communications, working con local emergency services, antes de devastating personal tragedy forcing him reluctantly accept whatever employment available para survival economic necessity. Durante entire década, working humbly faithfully in Lincoln High School, había quietly observed professionally identified multiple serious safety vulnerabilities, security concerns, que administration había consistently ignored dismissed, cuando reported properly through established channels including written reports, verbal communications, safe safety committee meetings including permanently blocked emergency exits, con furniture equipment, malfunctioning fire alarm systems, and certain critical areas going months without repair, dangerously improper storage to hazardous chemicals, including cleaning supplies, laboratory chemicals stored together, creating potential reactions, inadequate confusing evacuation signage, con some signs pointing wrong directions, overcrowded assembly areas violating fire codes, capacity limitations, había documented concerns formally, writing detailed comprehensive reports, administration providing specific locations, potential hazards, recommended solutions, pero typical responses had been frustrating bureaucratic delays, cost considerations prioritized over safety, consistently minimizing importance to potential serious problems despite Miguel's expertise background. Unista-specific critical night, había detected through careful monitoring the building systems, potentially catastrophic natural gas leak, and basement chemistry laboratory storage, area que posed immediate life-threatening danger, requiring instant evacuation. The tail building currently containing approximately 150 students attending various evening activities, plus 40 dedicated staff members. Miguel Santos había nacido en small rural agricultural town llamado Calle, en mountainous interior de Puerto Rico en year 1970, in modest hard-working family that determined first-generation immigrants seeking better opportunities para their children. Devoted Padre Carlos Santos había worked tirelessly como experienced supervisor in large sugar plantation operation, La Esperanza ganando modest income barely sufficient para basic family survival, pero providing stability security. Loving Madre Maria Santos Ney Rodriguez había worked diligently part-time como skilled seamstress, taking piecework projects home supplementing crucial household earnings mediante sewing alterations, custom clothing para local families. Desde very early childhood age, Miguel había consistently displayed remarkable natural leadership qualities, y profound sense de personal responsibility, helping care tenderly para three younger siblings, Carmen, Jose, y Ana. Cuando parents worked long hours durante harvest seasons, strong work ethic had been developed naturally through regularly assisting family con demanding farm chores requiring physical strength dedication, including feeding livestock, maintaining equipment, harvesting crops durante busy seasons. Academic performance throughout public school había been decent, respectable, achieving B average, though severely limited educational opportunities existed in isolated rural educational system, lacking adequate resources, funding, technology, advanced courses. Había graduated successfully desde local high school, Escuela Superior de Calle, and ranking students con ambitious dreams para pursuing broader opportunities than extremely limited local economy could provide, donde primary employment options were agricultural work, basic retail, gobierno jobs con limited advancement. Había made thoughtful decision to enlist voluntarily in prestigious United States Army, seeking valuable career training, substantial educational benefits through GI Bill, meaningful chance para serving country patriotically, while simultaneously improving dramatically personal circumstances, family financial situation. Recruitment process had been competitive, requiring physical fitness test, aptitude test, background investigation, medical examination, psychological evaluation. Había passed all requirements, scoring high in armed services vocational aptitude battery qualifying para multiple military occupational specialties. Had proudly entered Army service in September 9.
Natural leadership potential recognized por drill sergeants. Natural aptitude que led directly a competitive selection para specialized advanced training, an extremely dangerous field de explosive ordnance disposal, EOD. Extraordinarily hazardous military occupation specialty, requiring extensive technical knowledge, chemistry, physics, electronics, steady nerves under extreme pressure, precision accuracy, cuando dealing con deadly devices que could explode instantly, killing anyone nearby. Había completed rigorous, comprehensive EOD training program in Fort Lee, Virginia durante intensive 39 weeks, constantly learning systematically identify accurately various types sophisticated explosive devices, including improvised explosive devices IEDs, commonly used por terrorists, unexploded military ordnance desde artillery shells, mortar rounds, chemical weapons, nuclear materials. Comprehensive training had been absolutely intensive, demanding combining extensive classroom theoretical instruction, covering chemistry, physics, electronics, explosive theory, con practical hands-on exercises, using actual live explosives under carefully controlled conditions, supervised por expert instructors. Graduation rate había been discouragingly low, approximately 60%, debido a extraordinarily demanding safety standards, maintaining zero tolerance para errors. Miguel había finished proudly among top 10% the entire class de 50 students, demonstrating exceptional technical aptitude y remarkable mental toughness required para making life and death decisions accurately under extreme pressure time constraints. Durante 20 complete años de distinguished military service desde 1988 until honorable retirement 2008, había served professionally in multiple duty stations assignments, including various domestic assignments in Army bases throughout United States, including Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Fort Hood, Texas, plus multiple overseas deployments, including Baumholder, Germany, durante final years, the Cold War period, maintaining readiness para potential conflict, with Jongbu, South Korea, maintaining constant vigilance along dangerous DMZ, demilitarized zone, separating North-South Korea, y most significantly, 3 separate combat deployments, totaling 36 months, durante Operation Iraqi Freedom, 2003-2004, 2005-2006, 2007-2008, y Operation Enduring Freedom Afghanistan 2009, where highly trained AOD specialists were critically desperately needed para systematically clearing thousands de IEDs, improvised explosive devices, strategically placed por determined insurgents, specifically targeting military convoys, patrols, bases, y civilian infrastructure, attempting maximum destruction casualties. El demanding dangerous work of an extraordinary perilous, requiring personally approaching walking carefully among potentially deadly explosive devices que could detonate instantly, killing anyone within 50 meters. Había performed successfully literally hundreds de life-threatening EOD missions, systematically saving countless military personnel y innocent civilian lives, including memorable mission in Baghdad, donde había spent 8 hours carefully disarming complex IED device planted under school building containing 60 children. Another mission in Fallujah, removing multiple devices desde hospital, dozens de convoy route clearance missions, ensuring safe passage para supply vehicles, had been promoted steadily progressively desde initially list rank. Private a private first class, a specialist a sergeant a staff sergeant, finally achieving master sergeant, reflecting consistent excellent performance leadership abilities. Había earned numerous prestigious military decorations recognizing exceptional service, including Bronze Star Medal con Y device para exceptional valor during specific combat action in Baghdad, donde había repeatedly risked on life courageously clearing explosive devices desde school building, an Iraqi village successfully saving precious lives de 60 innocent children trapped inside building, Army Commendation Medal con Y device para heroic actions durante convoy attack, Combat Action Badge recognizing direct engagement con enemy forces, Iraqi Campaign Medal con 3 Bronze Service Stars, Afghanistan Campaign Medal con 2 Bronze Service Stars, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Army Good Conduct Medal con multiple awards, Overseas Service Ribbon con multiple awards, multiple service ribbons, recognizing dedicated professional service consistently exceeding expectations requirements. Durante productivo military service años había wisely utilized educational benefits, completing associate degree in emergency management through challenging distance learning programs offered mediante University of Maryland University College, while maintaining full military duties operational responsibilities, comprehensive coursework. Había covered systematic training and disaster preparedness planning, including natural disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, crisis response coordination, managing multiple agencies, complex evacuation procedures involving hundreds thousands of people, multi-agency cooperation protocols, establishing unified command, incident command systems, organizing resources personnel, thorough risk assessment, identifying vulnerabilities, emergency communication protocols, maintaining contact durante disasters. Studies había been directly applicable a demanding military duties, pero also provided excellent civilian career preparation for post-military employment. In emergency management field, había graduated summa cum laude, maintaining 4.0 GPA, consistently demonstrating intellectual capability, far exceeding assumptions people typically made about enlisted military personnel based on unfair stereotypes. En 2008, después de exactly 20 años de distinguished service, había retired honorably desde Army, con full pension benefits earned a través de decades de service. Había initially planned confidently continuing in emergency management field, donde extensive military experience y solid educational credentials would be genuinely valuable, attractive a potential employers seeking qualified professionals. Había successfully secured a highly desirable position como emergency coordinator para prestigious turn challenging position, had been demanding, pero extremely rewarding, professionally utilizing full range de valuable skills, knowledge accumulated durante distinguished military service career, competitive annual salary, había been $75,000 annually, plus excellent comprehensive benefits package, including health insurance, family coverage, dental vision coverage, retirement plan matching contributions, vacation sick leave. Había purchased modest, comfortable, 3-bedroom ranch house en safe middle-class neighborhood de East Hartford, valorada en $200,000, reflecting stable financial position. Había married joyfully childhood sweetheart Isabella Rodriguez, whom había known desde elementary school, quien había waited faithfully patiently durante multiple deployments overseas, maintaining long-distance relationship a través de letters, emails, phone calls. Habían been happily planning starting family, beginning new chapter civilian life together. Pero an absolutely devastating 2013 personal tragedy había completely destroyed carefully planned comfortable life. Beloved Isabella había been diagnosed suddenly con aggressive form de breast cancer requiring immediate, intensive treatment. Initial diagnosis had been shocking, devastating because she had been healthy, active, 38 años old, con no family history cancer. Oncologist had explained que cancer was stage 2-3B, indicating spread of lymph nodes requiring aggressive treatment immediately. Despite excellent medical insurance coverage through hospital employment, substantial treatment cost copays deductibles had been overwhelming financially because cancer treatment was extraordinarily expensive. More devastating emotionally, había been unbearable, told the watching helplessly. Beloved wife suffered through major surgery, double mastectomy, harsh chemotherapy treatment, causing severe nausea, hair loss, fatigue, painful radiation treatments, burning skin. Durante agonizing 18 months de intensive treatment, Miguel había exhausted all accumulated sick leave, vacation time, family medical leave, caring devotedly para Isabella, driving her appointments, staying con her during treatments, attendance in demanding job. Había become irregular, unreliable, affecting work performance. Hospital administration había been initially understanding, sympathetic, providing flexibility, pero eventually had no alternative choice, pero terminated employment reluctantly, due to chronic excessive absences, affecting emergency preparedness department operations during critical period. Crucial insurance coverage had been lost tragically, exactly cuando Isabella needed continued expensive treatments, most desperately requiring Cobra continuation, costing 1,500 monthly. Isabella había died peacefully in January 2014, surrounded por family después de 18 months valiant battle, leaving Miguel completely devastated emotionally, financially, spiritually. Había exhausted entirely life savings, paying overwhelming medical bills totaling over 100 mil despite insurance. Family house había gone sadly into foreclosure process because couldn't maintain mortgage payments, sin steady income. Había been forced reluctantly to move temporarily, con elderly parents in Puerto Rico, para extended period de emotional recovery, healing. Overwhelming grief, clinical depression, had been absolutely crushing, affecting ability function normally, had lost completely motivation, enthusiasm, para pursuing demanding career in emergency management, requiring mental clarity, decisiveness. Cuando finally emotionally ready to work again in 2015, after year de recovery, significant gap in employment history plus age discrimination had made extremely difficult securing appropriate professional position matching qualifications. Experience. Había applied persistently a literally hundreds de emergency management jobs throughout Northeast region, sending resumes, cover letters, receiving disappointingly few preliminary interviews, absolutely no concrete offers. Potential employers had been understandably skeptical about reliability due to employment gap plus genuinely concerned about age factors, preferring younger candidates. Desperately needing steady income para basic survival, paying rent, utilities, food, medical expenses, había reluctantly accepted available custodial position in Lincoln High School en fall de 2015, después de months de unsuccessful job searching. Modest starting salary, de 28,000, had been less than 40% the previous hospital salary, pero had been only employment offer received después de exhaustive searching. Position had been intended strictly como temporary solution, while continuing active search para appropriate professional work matching background qualifications, pero disappointing months had gradually turned and frustrating years passing without opportunities. Lingering depression had continued affecting motivation, energy levels. Surprising comfort that routine physical work had proven somewhat healing, therapeutic, providing structure, purpose. Modest annual raises had increased salary gradually, occurring 32 mil, providing adequate survival income, basic needs, rent, food, utilities. Había settled reluctantly in comfortable routine, accepting lower status position rather than continuing exhausting, emotionally draining struggle para professional career recovery that seemed increasingly unlikely. Pero durante 9 complete años, working faithfully como custodial supervisor in Lincoln High School, Miguel had never completely abandoned professional emergency management knowledge, skills developed mediante education, training experience. Fo, quietly observed systematically building operations, noting numerous serious safety concerns, security vulnerabilities, que administration had routinely dismissed, ignored cuando reported properly through established channels, including written incident reports, verbal communications during staff meetings, safety committee meetings, quarterly, including permanently blocked emergency exits, con furniture, equipment, storage boxes, preventing quick egress, malfunctioning fire alarm systems, in certain critical areas going months without proper repair, despite repeated maintenance requests, dangerously improper storage, de hazardous chemicals, including cleaning supplies, laboratory chemicals stored together, creating potential dangerous chemical reactions, inadequate confusing evacuation signage, con some directional signs, pointing wrong directions, contradicting official evacuation routes, overcrowded assembly areas, violating local fire codes, capacity limitations during emergency drills. Había documented safety concerns, formally
writing detailed comprehensive reports, our administration, providing specific locations, detailed descriptions de potential hazards, recommended solutions, con cost estimates, pero typical responses had been frustrating bureaucratic delays, cost considerations consistently prioritized over safety concerns, minimizing importance to potential serious problems despite Miguel's professional expertise, background, que administration remained unaware existed. In esta specific evening, the Tuesday during October, Miguel había been conducting routine comprehensive building security check después de completion de various after-school activities including drama club rehearsal, preparing para fall production, debate team practice preparing para upcoming tournament, academic tutoring sessions, helping struggling students, athletic team meetings planning strategies. Approximate 150 students plus 40 dedicated staff members had been present throughout building in various scattered locations. Building should have been nearly empty by 8 p.m. according a normal schedule, but some activities had run late, extending schedule to important deadlines. Miguel había been systematically monitoring building systems, including HVAC heating, ventilation, electrical systems, plumbing, security cameras, fire alarm panels, cuando building automated monitoring system had triggered urgent alert, indicating dangerous gas leak detected in basement level near chemistry laboratory storage area, donde various hazardous chemicals were stored, including highly flammable solvents, concentrated acids, reactive compounds used for laboratory experiments. Miguel había immediately investigated, personally descending carefully a basement level using calibrated handheld gas detector device, checking atmosphere, confirming alarming presence to significant natural gas concentration, measuring dose point. Any ignition source could trigger devastating explosion, potentially destroying substantial portion of the building structure, killing anyone nearby. Trapped gas was continuously accumulating in enclosed basement space, creating increasingly dangerous situation minute by minute because ventilation system was inadequate, para dispersing gas effectively. Miguel had recognized immediately professional, que esto represented genuine imminent threat, requiring immediate building evacuation plus emergency services response without any delay, because his military AOD training had taught him precisely how explosive gases behaved in confined spaces. Había attempted reporting critical situation immediately a Principal Margaret Thornfield, quien was still in building conducting late administrative work preparing tomorrow's presentation, had contacted Principal's office using building phone explaining urgently, clearly, que dangerous gas leak required immediate complete evacuation all occupants. Margaret's initial response had been typically dismissive, irritated, demonstrating pattern to not listening a support staff seriously. Miguel, I absolutely don't have time para dealing con routine maintenance issues right now. I'm preparing extremely importante presentation para school board tomorrow morning. It could affect district funding significantly. Whatever minor problem you think exists can certainly wait until morning, cuando contracted maintenance company can investigate properly during normal business hours when appropriate personnel are available. Miguel had persisted, respectfully explaining que dangerous gas concentration levels were rapidly approaching critical explosive threshold, requiring immediate emergency action. Margaret había become increasingly impatient, accusatory, showing frustration. Miguel, you're simply custodial worker not qualified to make professional determinations about building safety systems. I'm absolutely not evacuating entire building, disrupting importante evening activities, based in paranoid concerns to maintenance worker. If there were genuine emergency, a sophisticated automatic fire alarm systems would activate immediately, alerting everyone. Since alarms aren't sounding, obviously there's no real danger present requiring action.
Miguel had explained patiently que natural gas leak wouldn't necessarily trigger fire alarm systems designed specifically para smoke detection, not gas detection, que dangerous situation was progressively worsening rapidly cada minute, que accumulated gas could reach explosive concentration within hours, potentially much less depending on leak rate ventilation. Margaret had become openly hostile, showing irritation. Miguel, you're clearly overreacting dramatically due a fundamental lack of technical knowledge about building systems. This building has sophisticated monitoring systems maintained professionally por qualified engineering firms, quien inspect regularly. If there were actual danger present, qualified experts would have detected problema already through proper monitoring channels. I'm absolutely not authorizing evacuation based on amateur assessment de custodial worker without credentials. Frustrated significantly por Margaret's stubborn, dangerous refusal to take serious situations seriously despite his extensive professional emergency management background, que she remained completely unaware existed, Miguel had made difficult decision to bypass completely normal administrative chain de command, had contacted local Westfield Fire Department emergency dispatch directly using building emergency phone explaining situation clearly professionally. Fire Department dispatch had taken report very seriously, immediately dispatching hazmat team, multiple fire trucks, ambulances, police support units, emergency vehicles had begun arriving rapidly within 10 minutes. Miguel had begun systematic informal evacuation the student staff in areas closest to basement chemistry labs por reasonable safety precaution while waiting para official response. Cuando Margaret had observed multiple emergency vehicles arriving con flashing lights plus Miguel conducting unauthorized evacuation procedures violating her direct orders. Había confronted him angrily in main hallway frente a gathered staff members, teachers, administrators, launching devastating public humiliation attack designed to embarrass professionally. Eres solamente un conserje sin educación, que no tiene derecho para cuestionar decisiones administrativas tomadas por profesionales verdaderamente calificados con credentials apropiadas. Miguel, who remained remarkably calm, composed despite painful public humiliation embarrassment, had responded respectfully, professionally, maintaining dignity. Mrs. Thornfield, con all due respect, I have 20 complete años de distinguished U.S. Army experience, including multiple dangerous combat deployments, como Explosive Ordnance Disposal Specialist, extensive professional training and emergency management coordination, associate degree in emergency management, earned through military education, 5 productive años experience, como emergency coordinator in St. Mary's Hospital System managing emergency preparedness. I recognize dangerous situations immediately, cuando I see them based on training experience. Gas leak, in basement near chemistry storage, is absolutely real immediate threat requiring immediate evacuation to prevent potential explosion casualties. Staff members present had been genuinely stunned, amazed, learning suddenly about Miguel's impressive military background y extensive professional emergency management experience que nobody había known existed. Several had looked visibly shocked, realizing highly competent professional had been working quietly among them, unknown, underappreciated. Margaret had been momentarily speechless, discovering custodial worker possessed impressive credentials she had been completely unaware existed. Expression showing embarrassment, confusion sobre how había miscoached situation so badly. Fire department hazmat team professional specialists había arrived en scene conducting immediate professional assessment, con sophisticated gas detection equipment. Within 15 critical minutes, Fire Chief Captain Robert Martinez had confirmed definitively Miguel's accurate assessment. Dangerous natural gas leak near chemistry storage posed immediate explosion risk, threatening lives. Concentration levels were 3.2%, approaching explosive threshold. Full building evacuation had been ordered immediately. Gas utility company had been contacted para emergency shutdown procedures. Chemistry storage area had been secured professionally. Evacuation procedures had been initiated professionally under Miguel's experience guidance, porque his extensive military emergency management experience made him most qualified person present para coordinating complex operations safely, efficiently. Durante siguiente critical 3 horas, Miguel had worked seamlessly alongside fire department professionals, coordinating systematic evacuation de all remaining student staff, ensuring accurate headcount verification, using school rosters, managing parent communication notification a través de automated calling system, establishing secure assembly areas in school parking lots away desde the building, coordinating con police traffic control, managing parent pickup logistics, demonstrating exactly type de professional competence emergency management training había provided a través de years de education experience. Fire Chief had commented publicly que Miguel's quick professional detection, immediate appropriate response had likely prevented catastrophic explosion, que could have killed dozens de people, destroyed major portion de school building, potentially creating community disaster. Fire Marshal investigation revealed gas leak had been caused por construction vibration desde recent parking lot expansion project, que had shifted underground utility lines, causing joint separation. Leak had been progressively worsening durante several weeks undetected. Building's automated gas detection system in basement had malfunctioned due to maintenance oversight. Sensors had not been calibrated properly durante 6 months. Without Miguel's professional detection y immediate appropriate response, gas accumulation would have reached explosive levels within 2 hours, potentially causing tragedy. Margaret had been forced reluctantly to publicly acknowledge que Miguel's decisive actions had been completely appropriate, necessary. Gas utility company investigation had revealed engineering failure. School district faced potential liability lawsuit. See explosion had occurred. Local newspaper had covered story prominently, featuring Miguel como genuine hero, whose military experience y professional expertise había saved lives despite being employed in position que didn't utilize his qualifications appropriately. School board emergency meeting had been called. Superintendent of Storage Porwani Patricia Williams had reviewed incident thoroughly. Board had been informed que district had been searching unsuccessfully para emergency management coordinator position paying $70 million annually, que had been vacant para 6 months because qualified candidates had been extremely difficult to recruit. Board Chairman William Patterson had stated publicly, "We have been seeking qualified professional para emergency management position. Meanwhile, we had expert working in custodial department unknown at after us. This represents failure in our human resources assessment." Miguel had been offered immediate promotion to emergency management coordinator position responsible para developing comprehensive safety protocols para all district schools. Position would utilize fully his military training, emergency management education, y practical experience. Promotion included substantial salary increase, a $17 million plus comprehensive benefits package. Miguel had accepted eagerly. Transition had been immediate, porque he already knew district facilities operations intimately.
Margaret había been required formally to issue written public apology, a Miguel acknowledging her serious misjudgment y inappropriate treatment. School board had mandated sensitivity training para all administrative personnel regarding respectful treatment to support staff. Policies had been revised ensuring all employee backgrounds were properly documented, appreciated. HR procedures had been updated, requiring comprehensive skills assessment, all employees. In Nueva Position, Miguel had implemented comprehensive emergency preparedness program, including updated evacuation procedures specific para each building, enhanced communication systems con multiple backup methods, mandatory staff training programs, quarterly, regular emergency drills practice monthly, coordination agreements con local emergency services, comprehensive risk assessment protocols, identifying vulnerabilities. Programa had become model adopted for other school districts throughout Connecticut, requiring site visits to observe procedures. Personnel vindication had been enormously satisfying professionally. Military service emergency management expertise finally recognized, appreciated properly. Professional position utilizing full capabilities accumulated a través de decades. Substantial salary increase eliminating financial stress enabling proper retirement planning. Respect as to colleagues administrators, que previously had dismissed him based on job title, opportunity, a make meaningful contribution to student safety community welfare protecting thousands to children daily. Miguel had established comprehensive safety protocols, including threat assessment procedures, lockdown protocols, severe weather procedures, medical emergency response, fire evacuation procedures, chemical spill response, utility emergency procedures, communication trees, staff training requirements, equipment maintenance schedules, regular safety audits, coordination con police fire EMS services. 5 años después, Miguel had been promoted a director to safety and emergency management para entire school district overseeing safety programs para 12 schools serving 15 mil students. Salary had increased to 90 mil annually. Había earned additional certifications, maintaining cutting-edge expertise, including Certified Emergency Manager designation, FEMA training certificates, had received state recognition para innovative safety programs. Había spoken in national conferences, sharing emergency management, best practices, consulted for other districts implementing similar programs. Training programs. Miguel developed and prevented numerous potential tragedies, including early detection to structural problems, medical emergencies handled efficiently, severe weather responses protecting students, security threats managed professionally, chemical incidents contained safely. Programs had reduced insurance costs, improved community confidence, enhanced reputation district regionally.
Margaret had remained principal, pero relationship had improved dramatically after learning lesson about judging people by positions rather than capabilities. She had become advocate para professional development opportunities para all employees. School board had implemented policies ensuring employee backgrounds were properly assessed, utilized. Discrimination based on job titles had been eliminated. 10 años después de original incident, Miguel Santos era recognized como leading expert in school emergency management nationwide. Comprehensive safety protocols he developed had been adopted por hundreds de school districts across United States. Había received multiple national awards para contributions a student safety, including Emergency Management Professional of Year Award. Había been consultant para U.S. Department of Education regarding national emergency preparedness standards. Had testified before Congressional Committee regarding school safety legislation. Training programs Miguel developed had been implemented in districts serving over 1 million students. Programs had documented success preventing tragedies, reducing response times, improving coordination con emergency services, saving lives a través de early detection systems, professional procedures, trained personnel, proper equipment, regular practice drills. Miguel had authored comprehensive manual emergency management for educational institutions, published por National Association of Secondary School Principals. Manual had become standard reference used in administrator training programs, graduate education courses, professional development seminars. Book had sold over 50,000 copies, generating royalties supporting scholarship programs. Original gas leak incident had become case study in emergency management programs, nationwide teaching importance, the recognizing expertise regardless the organizational hierarchy, emphasizing que professional knowledge could exist in unexpected places, valor de listening a all staff members, regardless the position title. Numerous universities used case and leadership courses, business schools, public administration programs. Miguel había established comprehensive scholarship program para military veterans seeking education transitions. Program had awarded over $1 million, supporting veterans pursuing careers in emergency management, education, public safety. Had mentored dozens of veterans, personally helping them translate military experience in civilian careers. Had been featured in multiple documentaries about hidden talents among support staff in schools, veteran transition success stories, emergency preparedness innovations. Lincoln High School. que has been designated safest school in Connecticut por State Education Department. Emergency preparedness programs had prevented several potential tragedies, including early detection de structural weaknesses, rapid response a medical emergencies, effective management de severe weather events, professional handling de security concerns, proper response a chemical incidents. Miguel's influence had extended the entire educational community, inspiring similar programs statewide. Legacy extended far beyond personal professional success, powerful demonstration que expertise shouldn't be judged por job title but by actual knowledge experience, validation the importance de military experience in civilian applications, especially emergency management, proof que dedication perseverance could overcome significant career setbacks, personal tragedies, inspiration para others facing similar challenges, showing that circumstances don't define potential. The story had inspired federal legislation supporting veteran transition programs, state policies regarding employee assessment utilization in schools, local initiatives recognizing hidden talents among support staff, had been featured in national news programs, magazine articles, books about workplace discrimination, veteran success stories, emergency preparedness importance. Miguel Santos había transformed desde humble custodian dismissed by administration, a nationally recognized expert saving countless lives, influencing policies, inspiring others, proving que heroism exists in unexpected places, expertise deserves recognition regardless de social position, dedicated service should be valued, appreciated. Y ese legado heroico transformador vivirá eternamente, inspiring future generations a look beyond job titles, a recognize human potential, valor expertise wherever it exists, treat all people con dignity respected they deserve. Gracias por ver el vídeo y acompañarme. Si te ha gustado, nos vemos en los comentarios. No olvides suscribirte al canal y activar las notificaciones.